What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With you, my peeps, the collective, all signs, General Reed, right? Uh, what about the healing? Look at here. Now, I'm just going to go ahead on and get into it because I don't want to be before you long. All right? So, keep it shining bright to everything is all right. Right? Okay. My day ones. My day ones. I don't care if it's one or two or three of you that's been here. I don't care. Thank you for your support, watching. Thank you for being here, supporting. For my new subscribers, thank you. I'm honored. Welcome to the family. Now we can get into it. All right. So, what we have here, collective, we have all tied up. This is the deck. All tied up. So, you have a person within, you have a person that you knew, a person that you know, somebody that has been working against you, mind, physically, trying to come against you. Okay, so all tied up. Basically, what this is somebody is all tied up. This is somebody that was working against you. This was somebody that was pulling the strings behind the scenes. This is somebody that was targeting you, projecting negative energy onto you. This is somebody that's a op, somebody that's not your friend, somebody that don't like you, don't care about you, somebody that's trying to sabotage you, somebody that's jealous of you, envious of you, someone sending you evil eye, whatever it is, whatever part they played based off what I'm saying, the energy off of this card, this particular person didn't mean you no good and was trying to orchestrate negative things to happen to you, through you, around you. This is what this person was in your life for. However, this white light that's around this person, see, this white light is revealing that spirit. Spirit has tied this person up. Spirit has revealed, is getting ready to reveal or revealed this person to you in some type of way. Are you listening? Are you seeing? Are you watching? Are you acknowledging? So, this person is all tied up. They no longer can pull the strings. They no longer can sabotage. They no longer can come into your life. They no longer can project. And if they are still in your life, they no longer can do those things that they're doing in the background. They all tied up. This particular person, they can't get no rest. They can't get no break. Your ancestors, your angels, God himself, herself is on this person. They can't get a break. They can't catch a break. Everything is broke, busted, and disgusted in their life. Their life is in shambles, chaos, confused. They are in chaos and confused, but their life is full of chaos and confusion. Yes, this person is wishing and hoping and praying that things will come to an end and come to a head. So all of this that this person is going through, they believe in once it's come to a head, it will stop. But you have to reap what you have sown. This could be a feminine energy, male or female. Their money dwindling. Their status is dwindling with this. Things is falling apart. Where they was made in the shade and the boss and the top of the top. Things ain't the same no more. They had no business. They had no business coming for you. They had no business coming at you. You are who you are. And so, because they didn't have no business, they have to reap what they have sown. They have to suffer the consequences for their actions for coming against you. And now they all tied up, broke, busted, and disgusted. Money looking funny. They looking funny. Health is in shambles. Can't sleep. Hair falling out. Full of diseases, toxins. All kind of things going on with their health. The doctor don't know what's wrong with them. They can't give them the medication because they don't know what's going on. They only can fix the symptoms, and that's halfway doing it. They get no relief. All because they came for you and would not leave you alone. They had a chance to turn things around and leave you alone, and they refused. And now all the doors to spirit is closed. All the doors that they had open for them to change, all the doors that they had open for them to just to turn away, the grace. This is the grace. They had grace to turn away from their wicked ways and turn things around, but they wouldn't do it. All of that is over with. There's no more grace period. They all tied up. They can't come for you. They can't come for nobody else. They tied up, stuck, broke, busted, and disgusted. Only thing they can do is think about themselves, the things that they've done, the decisions and choices that they made. That's the only thing they can do, is sit in that energy. Now, this is why they was coming for you so. Because of cornucopia. Cornucopia is the ultimate blessing. Blessings. It is blessing upon blessing upon blessing. It is money. It is abundance. It is security. It is success. It's victory. It is everything tied up in this card. Every blessing that you can ever think of is tied up in cornucopia. Everything that you ever thought that you wanted and more is in this card. But you don't get it all at once. You get it as you grow, as you continue on your path. You get more and more and more and more and more until you get to a certain point. And then you get a large portion of this. And so this person knew that through your journey that you will be opening up and receiving. So a lot of this stuff that this person did behind the scenes was blocking your cornucopia, was blocking you gaining access to it at the points that you were supposed to access it at. And so because you didn't know, because you didn't have knowledge about what you were supposed to receive, what was supposed to come to you for you following the path, it's been delayed. It kept being delayed, and it kept being not stopped, because this is yours, but kept being delayed and blocked with a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos and destructive energy, that it could not fully come forward for you to collect, for you to be able to run into it, for it to run into you, that success, that abundance, that material gain that you were supposed to gain at a certain point. At each point, they will come and they would attack you. And then you will be clouded with all of this confusion and evil eye and all these things that was going on. You would be clouded and distracted, that you could not see it. You could not grab the opportunity. You could not make the choice because you was distracted by this person or people. It could be people. It could be a person. Fit it in where it get in. But this is yours. This person was a dark high priestess. Right? A dark high priestess that knew about who you are, knew about your gifts, your talents, your abilities, knew what you were going to receive at certain times, when were you going to receive it, because this person would do divination to find out what was coming for you each time. See, but all of that is over with. This person can't delay, can't block, can't do nothing. They all tied up, and they ain't tied up by no foolishness. They tied up by the Most High God. They're tied up. And so this particular person wanted to steal this from you. They felt like if they kept delaying it and can get you to not go, not to walk into your gifts, not to walk into the flow of your purpose and your destiny, then that will void this out and they will be able to take it. But you never did. You never did stop. You may have been confused. You may have gotten depressed. You may have just wondered and trying to figure it out. But you always kept going. And because you kept going, this could never be taken away from you. Because this is part of your destiny. This is part of your gifts, your talents, and your abilities for you to have this on your path. It's part of it. You utilize your resources. As you keep growing, you'll grab this opportunity. You will take this, you will take that, and you will manifest it all to integrate into what you're doing. But this is everything. This is everything. Success, abundance, money, wealth, not just money, wealth, mental clarity, wisdom, a light, all types of resources, anything that you want to obtain, creativity. Everything is in this card. Everything. And this person, place, or thing, whatever it is, was trying to take this from you. But you never gave up. And so now God said their grace period is over for them. And they all tied up. And everything that they tried to take from you, everything that they did to you, they have to pay. And so Now they have to pay. They have to pay and give you that money that they have, that money that they accrued or whatever else. It didn't even have to come from this cornucopia. It's because they have to pay. And in doing so, whatever money that they obtained in life, or whatever resources they have, because they were out of order, the money that comes from them will go to you, according to this cornucopia. It will be paid to you. Because they had no business. They have no authority. They have no right. Just because you can get a book, and just because you are gifted, doesn't mean that you can take those gifts and do it on anybody. It doesn't mean that you have the right to take from everybody. It doesn't mean that you have the authority to take, to rob, to steal, to cheat. Everybody. It is some people you just cannot touch. It is some people that you just cannot. You don't have the authority, you don't have the ranking, and you don't have the right. And you're one of those people. Fit it in where it get in. All right. So then we have, okay, so this here, they was coming against your house. House meaning your stability. Because in this card, cornucopia is everything. It's everything stable. Everything in your life is stable. Everything in your life is balanced. Everything in your life, you pulling in success. Everything in your life you can manifest. You have the ability to manifest. You have the ability to stabilize. Where there is chaos and confusion, you are able to stabilize to the fullest, to the 9th degree, like no other. This is all tied up in this card. This is what they was coming against. Your stability. Now they depressed. This card here could mean anything, but I pick up depressed because they was competing against you and they can't compare. They can't compare to you who you are because they went against the authority of God. You are a representation of God. They had no right to even come to step to you, to even try. This card right here is a very, very spiritual card. A lot of people don't get cornucopia. You have to be in a position, a right position, to obtain this. You have to have that call on your life to obtain this. That everything that you trying to do manifests. But people who have this call go through so much suffering in the beginning part of their life. Before they can obtain this, they have to really be tried, tested, and proven. They have to go through the suffering, the hardships, the pain, the ultimate pain to be able to get this. That's why everybody's not equipped. So those who do and they obtain this on their life, it's a special type of person. Because everybody cannot take on that type of hardship, that type of pain and suffering. Year after year after year after year. The same suffering, the same stuff. One over and over and over and over again. But this is the end result. This is why God allows it. because God knows that the reward is huge if you don't quit and you just keep going. But this person knew all into it because they read into you. And this is another reason why this person is going to be held accountable, because they knew who you were. They know who you are. They know who you are. They know your gifts, your talent. They know your purpose and your destiny. They even know your ranking. They know all into this, but they still tried you. And they're going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay. Sending you flying monkeys. But now these flying monkeys is all disoriented. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They don't know who they're supposed to be going for, because now everything has changed. And they're confused. They were sent to come from you, but now everything. The grace, the grace is over with. The time is over with. And so now they trying to figure out what they supposed to do. They confused and disoriented. They don't know. They don't know. Trying to place you back in a trash box or talk trash about you. And everything they speaking, everything they saying, everything they doing, they gonna have to pay. Everything that they're doing since this grace time period is up, they're going to have to pay. But it's not hurting you, because you're wise. You're wise, you're fulfilled, you know where you're going, you know you're growing, and you're not bothered. You're not bothered by them, what they're saying, what they're doing. You're not bothered. You've made a sound choice and decision that where you going, where you headed, you're not letting anybody stop you or block you from where you headed. For where you going, because that's where you supposed to be, and nobody has the right or the authority to stop you or block you. You've made up your mind. So they can talk all the trash. They can send all the flying monkeys, but you already know the flying monkeys is going to be turned right on back around. Your house is in order. Your mind is in order. Your soul is in order. Everything is in decency and order concerning you. You're stable. You're grounded and in order. There was no comparison. Competing. What do they keep? You're not competing with them. What do you don't even look at there's nothing to compete with. And they're depressed because of all of this stuff, all of their money just everything falling apart, and now they're depressed. They ultimately depressed because you got the victory. The victory is yours. You've won. You've been won. But now they have to face the fact that you won. You won. You gonna get all your stuff, all of your promises, everything is intact for you to receive. All you have to do is keep going. Don't pay these people no mind. Don't even think anything about them. You just keep going. Because when you keep going and you keep growing and you keep walking your path, ultimately, this is a guarantee. This is a call on your life for you to obtain this. It's a call. When you answer the call, you answer this. This comes along with your calling. That's what they fail to realize. It cannot be touched. It cannot be taken away from you. As long as you on your road, as long as you doing what you're supposed to be doing, as long as you working on your purpose and your destiny, you don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be everything. Everything don't have to be perfect and intact. You As long as you're working on it. So you got karmic people. Karmic people. Masculine energy. Male or female. That's watching you. Have to face the fact that the game is over. They have to face the fact that you won. They have to face the fact that this cornucopia is not theirs. They can't touch it. They're going to have to watch you obtain your cornucopia because it belongs to you. These karmic people acting like, oh, they not bothered. They don't care nothing about what you got going on. They ain't watching you. They ain't looking at you. You ain't about nothing. It's a lie. It's a lie. They want people around them. They want people, they even want you to feel like, you know, you ain't nothing. You don't mean nothing to them. But that's a lie. They watching you, your every move you make, everything you do, they're watching. They're using divination to try to figure you out, what you got going on, who you seeing, who you talking to. Constantly thinking and thinking and thinking cannot take you off their mind. Because this is everything. And this is what all of this hate, all of this trailing, all of this evil eye, everything that these people put you through, it was because of this. And now the grace period is over and they can't touch you and you got the victory. The victory is yours. Always been yours. And now, that's all they can think about. Every day, day in and day out, that you got the victory. You got the world in your hand. The whole world in your hand. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to manifest, whatever you want to grow, whatever you want to build, is yours. Their time is up. The grace period is over. They all tied up. And this is all they can do while they tied up is think. That's it. So whatever you're doing, whatever you growing, whatever you manifesting, keep going. It is yours and yours alone, nobody else's. This is your life to live, your life to be abundant, your life to be happy, your life to be fulfilled. Content is you. All about you and you alone. Bam! And there it is. This has been your reading. Make sure you hit the comments. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit share. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. And thank you for clicking on this video. And I hope you got something out of it. Sending you love, sending you healing. Trinity is